Hey guys, welcome to another episode of MTGC Brewery. As you can see, we're in a little different setup today. It's playmat. Doesn't have a playmat. Just a little things. Today we're playing Modern.
Yeah.
Playing Small Zoo. I named it 21 Jump Street because there's 21 creatures. What are
So
you playing?
America.
America. Blue, white, red, also known as Dutch, also just known as blue, white, red.
White,
People. White America?
White America.
It's a good Eminem song, I guess. Okay, on the games. He's on the play.
Correct.
I'm on the draw. Are you keeping?
Yes. You keep.
I'm keeping. Not a terrible hand. Not the most exciting of hands, but it has some very good cards. I'm keeping.
So I am gonna keep this. It's mostly just tempo plays, but that's what we need to do against him. So Scotland card pass.
Oh man, I'm gonna do something insane.
Goblin God.
18.
Experiment 1. Wild Macao.
Here.
Cracking the turn.
Woo.
I'm gonna get
Untapped land or tap land?
Steam Head's tapped.
Awesome.
Or Halifax tap. I don't know what one. Sacred Fountain tap back. As soon as I just saw it, I just. The heck is.
Oh, this smells good.
That's what happens.
It smells good. That's what it's called, isn't it?
No.
No?
Air freshener.
Whatever.
It's called air freshener. We get Sacred Fountain tap.
This thing is like...
Uber stuck? Yeah.
Well... I don't know how that thing fell off the wall. This is not our home guys where we normally film. This is actually a public chair brewery. It's very nice. They let us come here all the time to play Magic with our friends. We're here alone right now, so we're going to take advantage of that and film.
I'm just alone in the world.
Combat?
Oh.
Oh, the world. Alright, second name. Fetch, shock, voice. This is our hand. I actually think we want to get a Sacred Fountain with this hand. But yes, I'm going to play a voice. That's what we do.
You done? Yeah. I'm gonna craft it to the intro.
Normally I want to go get a Zombie Rounds, but as I'm giving the analysis out loud, our hand really dictates what lands we want. We'll let him try to figure out with a mixture of colors in our hand. But this deck is...
Mostly white.
I don't know, maybe.
You also probably have a Curded or Lone Line.
I don't know, maybe.
Everyone counts Mountain. No, that's Lone Line.
Wild and Cattle's the only one that counts Mountain. Lone Line and Credit both kind of forest. They're just both cast in different color.
No. Bolts and Helixes, all that. Probably. A lot of double white. Probably a Vermont.
Our hand's very nice.
The Mountain.
Yeah, I'm so main decking
I'm gonna path that voice and pass.
Red mana, no white.
Altered by Lisa Duckwald, oh yeah. It's one day.
I actually think I just want to go grab a mountain. No, I want to go grab a forest. There's a lot of green cards in our deck that we could draw. Could also draw a bunch of red cards, but I think we want a forest with this hand. Boom.
So green and white.
Can they still see me? Come on, talk a little louder. I don't think I can hear you.
I don't even know if they know anything. And I'm like, baby, oh.
Then you're done?
Yeah, of course I'm done. I'm like, baby, oh.
So we have a few options here, but I think he has a counter spell. So, Smiter. Okay. Pass.
Steven's tapped and pass.
My baby. Draws are very interesting.
Land borrows charm.
This is the
Rampage.
hand. So I think combat first then.
14.
15.
I double fetched.
I was going to say, did you fetch it?
like baby Mally.
Here we go. It's a good thing we played around that last turn. Got us a threat on the board. We're going to leave up Sacred Foundry because we can represent Path's Exile and unwinnable.
Tap and pass. How about tap and pass?
I don't know how relevant that is. We're going to end of turn attempt to vault you.
Ouch, my son.
What's up at 11? Just trying to kill him as quickly as possible before he gets to things that are threatening. It really looks like we got the wrong lands early to support what our hand was at the time. What can you do? Combat?
Play it right. 7.
So, pass.
I'm turn to Angel.
You're tapped out.
Yep.
Tap it. Go ahead and bolt you as well.
Actually, what we wanted you to do.
Put you at 4 with this bolt.
Read away. You get planes.
I'm going to put you at 4 with this bolt.
Only planes alive more than this planes. This is in the card. The storm.
It's a storm. I feel like I just keep moving my permanents back out of the camera's view. And I'm tapping my lands in different directions for my creatures again. Doing that a lot recently. We bolt there, we just want to get in as much damage as possible. If he plays a Snapcast, we don't really want to bolt.
Actually, I'm gonna Sphinx of Revelation for 3.
That goes to 7.
How about tap and pass? Imagine moving on 3. Do you have it? Rampager, okay. Drew 4 lands.
Jeez.
We're drawing
Hands a hot pot of garbage.
a lot of lands.
If you hadn't tapped out there, you want to blood rush.
Well, then I just die if I don't do anything.
Oh, you were at 4. Fair enough. I don't know, that was not a very good game 1. But hey, this is our worst matchup, so I'll take what I can get.
It was like our last game, like our game 2, game 1. That was like 2 spells, then draw land.
We filmed a few games today, earlier today.
Someone wasn't talking loud enough, like I told
I'm
them.
sorry, it was early in the morning, I was tired.
What did you do?
Early in the morning. Mornings are evil.
I got hit by a car.
That's
I still
weird.
talked early in the morning.
I was in the same car wreck.
Yeah, no.
Whatever. Fights me and my brother have. In between games.
Or all the time.
Or all the time.
During games.
During games, between games, outside
Above
of
games.
Below games,
Below games.
righty lefty.
Diagonally.
What? On the draw. You keeping?
Yes.
I think we have to keep this hand. As risky as it is, just because of how good our opening is. I think we actually have to keep this hand. So.
That. And then that. Alright, we can get there. Click all in, tap and pass.
So we drew a pretty good card. We definitely just going to lead off with this. The only question is what 1-drop do we play? I think we just went to lead off with the experiment 1 and pass.
Play Scalding Tar and pass.
We have 16 here.
Oh, that enters.
Walls.
Okay. That enters.
Walls.
I'm gonna go tap to get that. Experiment. You deck? So how done?
I'll fetch a basic plan to this.
I'll go crack this and give it a turn.
Ooh.
You don't have spell piercing. Where is
18 of the attack, 17 from the fetch. Ignoring our dice.
Let's call it real quick.
Some of your numbers are like 1 off.
That's what I found. The place that I found just drew.
We did have another line there. I like this one better. We got a few more permanents in play. And it only really gets bad if he has the Inner Gods. Of course, if he has the Inner Gods, no, we still pass the Experiment 1 because Experiment 1 will live.
Yeah.
Saves him 3 life. If he had a vault, he probably would just cast it in response.
I would have had to fetch up a red land and then have it in our untap to do that.
Basic mana.
I prefer to fetch up duels. Unless, of course, I already have that mana in my hand.
So, I don't know what to peg him on here. Our hand's shaping up quite nicely for this matchup. Of course, we want to lead off with attacking, because that makes him react before we have to actually cast anything.
So 4 triggers. Johnny Benjamin's on top. I'll go ahead and take 4. And at the end of combat, attempt to electrolyze Goblin Guy. You get a rampage to save it. Because fun fact, at the end of combat, it's still an attacking creature even after damage is dealt. You gonna path your own guy?
No. I think I'm in a Boros trying to save it.
So just a draw card.
Still get to draw a card.
It's even better. Actually even better.
The only reason I'm doing that is because there's no way he can play into Johnny this turn. So we get to keep a ton of pressure on the board. Sure go. And now he has to kill Thalia.
No, no.
Well, it's highly recommended that you kill Thalia. I suppose we also got to like a 1-for-1 there because we didn't spend 3 mana to do nothing. He made his discard card and he drew a card. Shocked myself. 12. 11.
Pass.
11.
Why am I 11?
Because you were at 17, you just took 4.
Oh, that's 15.
Because I attacked you and you fetch.
Path. I mean, yeah, path at your upkeep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna let that happen. We're gonna go get Forest. So that way, if our life total's really low and we need to untap mana at some point, which might happen, probably not. Our fetch lands are arid maces, so we can just go fetch up our basic mountain.
I thought you
So
were
we
always
fetch Shuckland.
my.
I don't think we're really gonna need any specific colors at this point.
And I was 18.
5 runs of play.
Something about the rest of the song over the map. Correct.
Combat.
You got combat. 4. I'm gonna take 4. There's a revelation on top.
Wow.
And then 7.
Wow. There's a relation on top of the library. Wow. Attempt to blood rush my goblin guy.
I'm gonna take down to 3.
I'm gonna pass.
So we can't just not just attempt to join it. You gonna kill him in response?
I'm gonna kill your response.
Okay. Well, I couldn't just not go for it, then I'm dead to the attack.
Yeah.
And then if I go for red, I'm dead to the attack. I'd amend and lance.
That is why I didn't play Lightning Bolt there, guys. I went for the Guard Clan Rampager there because I knew he had a Johnny Vengeance in hand with the Revelation. So if he goes a Johnny Vengeance there, minus, and then he gets to untap in Revelation for 3 if he has 2 lands in his hand.
So
we will probably lose that game from there. With our hand being
actual draws.
Jeez.
Just a lot.
But yeah, if he gets to go a Johnny -3, even if we path our own guy. -2. Path our own guy, we're still super far behind there.
Sideboard.
Yep, sideboard time. And if he gets to go a Johnny into a Revelation the following turn, Revelation for 3 if he has 2 lands. Even if he has to shock himself, it's still a good Revelation for 3. That just puts us super far behind, and with our hand being Path and then Lightning Bolt at that point, we probably can't win from there, especially with a Johnny on the board. If we have to spend a turn attacking it instead of him, it's just really bad for us. So I decided to do my best to kill him that turn, and I was right.
Didn't take much. Did not take much.
King Rampager. Be back in a second for the sideboarding, guys. Hey guys, here's our sideboarding. I'll go over mine really fast. We are taking out 3 Path Exile and 1 Lightning Bolt. Even though Lightning Bolt can hit him, it's not better than Boros Turn for damage, and Boros Turn can stop an Anger. We don't really want too much removal. I actually forgot to bring in one of my cards.
Bust. Yeah.
Taking out probably the full,
Is that the path?
no, not the full pass, taking out the Rampager. As good as Rampager is, it's not really for this matchup in particular. Path's even worse, even though it does hit angels and colonnades, combust can do that.
No, I mean my paths are really good against you.
His paths are really good against me. Goreclan Rampage is really bad if he does have a Path to Exile or Snapcaster Path. A lot of our guys can just die to his Lightning Bolts, Electrolyzes, and Lightning Bolt and Lightning Helix mainly. It's good if he has the Angel and taps out to cast it to block. But other than that, it's normally not the best, especially if we have to respond with it. So we're taking those out. We're bringing in a few more threats and some answer cards. Most people have Batter Skull in their sideboard, so I always like to bring in an Ancient Grudge if my opponent's playing Jund or Blue White Red, because they will normally have 1 to 2 Batter Skulls in their sideboard, and that card's extremely good against me, so I have to have an answer to it. So that's why the Ancient Grudge comes in. Also bringing in a Combust. It's better at killing angels because it can't counter it. It can also kill colonnades, and if we really need to before it blocks, kill a Snapcaster. And then we're bringing in some additional threats, even at 3 mana. Brimaz survives Lightning Bolt and Lightning Helix, as well as makes additional threats that can't be killed by an angel in combat. So it's nice. Smider's the same thing, except they can't counter it, so it's even better. And then Dharma Raid, just because it's a lot harder for him to interact with Dharma Raid, as well as he can draw his cards in our main deck is 31 creatures. With this boarding, we go up to 32 creatures. So it's very hard for him to miss. So that's why we're bringing these in.
So I'm taking out 3 Remands and then 2 Spell Pierce. Because Spell Pierce is awful against him, unless he plays the turn 3 Dharma Raid, or Bolt, or Path, or Boros Charm, if he doesn't have mana to pay them, or if it's like early. But Boros Charm he saves the dudes, and I usually have to tap out to answer his dudes. Spell Pierce is bad. And then Remand is really bad against the deck that plays 1 drops and 2 drops. And I cannot remand the Goreclan Rampage activation from the Blood Rush.
Ba-boom.
Because Blood Rush is not a spell, it's an activated ability, so it's uncounterable.
Ba-boom.
And he's right, I bring in Batterskull.
Unless you play something like Trick Bind.
No.
Or Squelch.
Do not play Trick Bind. Despite what Bergman says.
Trick Bind's fine modern as a sideboard card.
He main decks it.
I noticed. He took him out.
So bad.
He took him out. Go and take him out.
Thank
It
you.
only involved trading him before the revelation.
2 Wrath of God. It's a board sweeper. Normally bring it against Jund because they play dudes, and I preemptively do it specifically because of Thrun. Because Thrun is the hardest creature to kill ever. It's uncounterable, hexproof, has regenerate.
So we're pointing out the foil Batter Skull is mine.
Yes, this is yours. For now.
The Pimpness.
For now. And then 2 Anger the Gods because it's really good against any aggressive deck.
I also only sideboarded out foils. Ba-boom!
Well, I'm sideboarded out almost all proxies. So, suck it. I win.
So there's our sideboard. See you in a second for games 3 through 5.